games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the East Carolina Pirates offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Jukes his way for more. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the tailback. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to the running game. Turning it on!
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
Flicks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Pirates are in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
There is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawrence. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Off the boot, looking for his man. They're working that left side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Makes the grab. It's Turay. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hand off from the shotgun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Dances away to buy time. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right, and it was just too late. Big gainer to the up.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Pirates want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Powell. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a crease. It's Wood. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered matter what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Pirates line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll send out the kicker here. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.